Lopez here, coming at you with another video from LopezTheSame.com. And today I got a question in an article that I saw that someone wanted to know how to start a e-commerce website, a retail website to be exact. I think they wanted to start to sell clothing online. And they wanted to know the process and the framework of how to go about doing that. And that's a good question, because a lot of people have a lot of ideas, and I've known at least 2 to 3 people. You know, I have a sister. One of my sisters actually, she wanted to sell white dresses because she thought it was a good idea. And she didn't see any white dresses at stores in the local area where she lives at, so she thought that was a good idea. But the question that I asked her, and this is after she bought the dresses from a wholesale place from somewhere in China, but after she done all that, I asked her, is anybody buying white dresses these days? And she didn't have an answer. She didn't know. She just assumed that if she wanted to buy a white dress, that it has to be other women out here that want to buy white dresses as well. And I'm telling you, that's not the case. You know, the fastest way to make money, especially online, is to sell what people are already buying. You know, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. You don't want to try to block the trends or create a trend. No, you want to ride the wave up and down, up and down. You know, you want to get in your lane and stay in your lane. You know, so the first rule of thumb is sell what's already being sold online. You know, and if you want to start an offline business, it's the same idea. Sell what product or service is being sold offline. The same rules apply. So that's the first thing you gotta think about before you buy or pay or do anything. And the first thing you gotta do is you gotta have a name that's kind of catchy, I would say. Gotta have a unique name, a name that's maybe one day you can turn into a brand. You know, it doesn't have to be a nationwide brand, but it can be a local brand in your town and your city. It has to be something unique. The name has to be something that most people haven't heard before, and it has to grab people's attention. And once you get that name, do a search online and try and buy the domain name for that website. So you can go to places like oneonone.com, godaddy.com, I think it's name.com. It's a lot of these places where you can buy the website name. So that's the first thing you have to do. And then you can create your website. You can design the website. I mean, you don't have to do it yourself. If you don't know how to do it, you can easily pay somebody to do it or find somebody to do it. And if you need help with that, just leave your comments below and I'll be able to point you in the right direction when it comes to that. And your design has to be modern, has to be easy for people to navigate on your website. Has to be simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I mean, your pictures has to be nice, has to be clickable. You should have at least 3 to 4 pictures that people can, you know, click on your products that you have online and look at it. You know, because they can't physically feel what you have because it's online, but the more pictures you have, it makes it much more easy to convince them to buy whatever you have. So And now some people will say, hey, why don't I just register my business as a LLC, a corporation, a partnership, or whatever the case? Why don't I just get a business license and all that stuff? I wouldn't do that first. I would wait until I have buyers. I have a proven concept that works. I would wait until I start making money. I would wait until I have something that's workable, something that's working already. I would wait until I have people coming to my website. See, the easiest part of the creation part of website building is really the easiest part, getting a website built. The hardest part is marketing and promoting your website. But some people don't think like this. I think before I create any website, the first thing I do, first two questions I ask myself: is anybody buying the products that I'm thinking about selling? And how am I going to market and promote it? Those are the two things that I ask before a name or anything. Those are the things that I think about the most, because those are the most difficult things. The designing and the creation part, that stuff is easy. Really. That stuff is easy. Even getting the products. Now if you want hard products, a lot of people go to China. They go to this site, AlibabaExpress.com, and they search for products on there that they thinking about selling, and they'll buy it on there at wholesale prices. And even that part's easy. All you have to do is pay the money, and they'll, some people wait until they have a certain amount of products that's already sold from their website in bulk. Then they'll buy it at wholesale prices. They'll do it that way. Then you got some people will just establish a relationship with the seller in China, and they'll say, hey, I'm going to have a certain amount of products being sold every month, maybe 20, 30 bikinis, for example, being sold. And they'll say, hey, every time I get a certain amount of sales, I'm going to email you what's been sold on my website, and you're gonna sell it to me at this price, and you're going to do all the drop shipping. So some people do it that way too. It just depends on how you want to do it. So in other words, some people buy everything up front, and then you got some people will buy on demand and let the wholesaler do all the drop shipping. It just depends on how you want to do it, and that's the easy part, because all you have to do is pay the money and negotiate with the seller. That's easy, really. But the hardest part is the marketing. That's the hardest part, and it says what it is. And if it was easy, everybody be doing it, and everybody's not doing it, So I wouldn't register no business, and I wouldn't apply for no business license until I have a proven concept that works. And even that part's easy, because I went through an attorney online. And if you want to know what attorney I went through, leave your comments below, and I'll point you in the right direction with that as well. But if you don't want to register online with an attorney, you can do it by yourself in your town. You can go to the offices, and register everything step by step. You can do it that way too. But the price difference is like what? Maybe if you register it yourself, you might save 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks at most. That's it. But me personally, I didn't really have the time to do all that, because where I live in a big city. So I look at it like this: by the time I'm done driving around where I live, going back and forth in these offices and waiting in line and everything, I'm gonna spend $50 for just gas. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna register it online and just get it over with. And in 2 weeks, I'll have all my papers sent to my house. And that's exactly what happened, you know. So, and then once you get established, once you have a proof of concept, and once you have your paperwork, you gotta make sure you keep it renewed every once a year. Once a year, you're gonna pay the same fee over and over. You know, it just is what it is. You know, because every state has its own rules or whatever. You know, but every year, I know where I live at, I gotta pay $50 a year to keep my papers current. So that's basically the process of how you go about setting up your e-commerce business, your website online, you know. So like I said, if you have any questions of how to go about doing this, you know, I'll point you in the right direction, you know. So leave your comments below. Subscribe, share this video if you like it on your social media networks. Check out my website, lopezthesame.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!